What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be having a conversation with OpenAI. And if you're unfamiliar with what OpenAI or Chat GPT is, then don't feel bad because I barely know what I'm doing or about to get myself into. So essentially how OpenAI works is that it uses an unreal amount of information from all over the internet and answers your question, right? Think less Google, think more futuristic robot talking to you, like literally carrying a conversation with you. Hey, might even drink coffee, but we'll see about that. So this technology can write scripts, music, raps. I've seen it tell jokes, probably give you dating advice, and even handle some complex, very complex questions. You're about to see it for yourself. So in this video, we're going to ask some questions about the red pill, see where it stands. What I'm really trying to figure out is whether this thing drinks tea or coffee. But if you're still confused about how ChatGPT works, we're going to start out with this. Write me a dramatic voice-over YouTube script about how OpenAI works. So there you go, guys. It's writing the script for you. You're seeing it work in real time. And it stopped. What's going on? Off to a shaky start here. This is a trial version. It's free for a reason, maybe. Sip of coffee while we wait. Okay, what's taking so long? Okay, well, it says in a world. Ooh, network error. Hold on, let's try it again. Refresh. We're experiencing especially high demands. Please hang tight as we work on scaling our system. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again one more time. By the way, this happens often just because so many people are using this at once. One more time. Write me a dramatic voice over YouTube script about how OpenAI works. There we go. All right, let's go. It's going, still going, still going, still going, still going, still going, still going. Wow. All right, it's done. Let's cue in the dramatic music. In the world of technology, advancements are made every day. But what if I told you that there was a tool that could revolutionize the way we think about artificial intelligence? Enter OpenAI. OpenAI is a cutting-edge research company dedicated to creating and promoting friendly AI in a responsible way. Their team of experts are pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI, developing algorithms that can learn and adapt on their own. But how does it work? OpenAI models are trained on vast amounts of data, allowing them to understand and respond to natural language, perform complex tasks, and even create their own content. With the power of machine learning, they continue to improve with every interaction. But OpenAI's mission isn't just about creating powerful technology. They believe that AI has the potential to benefit all of humanity. They're working tirelessly to ensure that it's developed and used responsibly. So as we look to the future, remember the name OpenAI. They're shaping the way we think about AI and creating a brighter future for us all. Wow, way better than what I said in the very beginning of this video. Okay, so let's get into it. What is the red pill? Boom. Okay, so we have a response. Red pill is a term that originated from the science fiction film The Matrix. That is true. In the film, the main character is offered the choice between taking a blue pill, which would allow him to continue living in a simulated reality, or a red pill, which would allow him to see the true nature of the world. Real quick, guys, hold on. Side note, I've got one question that I just need answered. What is the best skincare product for men? Question mark. Boom. All right, OpenAI responds and it says, Tish Hanley. Listen, guys, if you want the best skincare product for men, want smooth, refreshing skin, make sure to click the link pinned to the top of the comment. It's the product I use for myself. Listen, Tish Hanley makes skincare uncomplicated. Click the link pinned to the top comment and start today. Clear skin, promised. All right, let's get back into it. In internet culture, the term red pill has been co-opted to refer to a person who has been awakened to the truth about a particular subject or reality. It is often used by groups or individuals who believe that they have discovered a hidden or suppressed truth about the world and are trying to spread their perspective to others. Okay? The term red pill is used in a variety of online communities, including some political and social groups. It is also used by groups of people who consider themselves to be awakened to certain perspectives and who seek to share their perspectives with others. It is commonly used in the context of discussions about politics, gender, and societal issues. Some people use the term to describe their own personal beliefs and experiences, while others use it to describe a broader ideological perspective. It's important to note that the red pill can be used in a variety of contexts. I think that part is very, very important because the context I'm using it in right now is the context of understanding male-female nature, intersexual dynamics, which is not an ideology, but is a praxeology based on human nature and action, right? To survive, to reproduce. The paragraph goes on to say, and it is not always used in a positive or neutral manner. It is also associated with some groups who hold extreme or controversial views, and it is not a term that should be used lightly. Okay, let's find out more about that. What extreme or controversial groups use the term red pill? OpenAI responds with, the term red pill is used by a variety of online communities, including some that hold extreme or controversial views. Some of the groups that have been associated with the term include men's rights activists. Some men's rights MRAs have adapted the term red pill to describe their belief that they have been awakened to the truth about the injustice faced by men in society. They use the term to describe their belief that society is based against men and that women have more rights and privileges than men. Incels, it says here, the term red pill is also used by some members of the incel, involuntary celibate in parentheses community. These individuals believe that they have been awakened to truth about their lack of romance and sexual success, which they attribute to societal or biological factors. White nationalists. Some white nationalists have also adopted the term red pill to describe their belief that they have been awakened to truth about race and supposed danger of multiculturalism. Other far-right groups, the term red pill is also used by some other far-right groups, including some that espouse anti-S-word, anti-immigrant, or anti-government views. It is important to note that the term red pill can be used in a variety of contexts, not just individuals or groups who use it hold extreme controversial. However, it is associated with some groups that do hold such views, and it is not a term that should be used lightly. Okay. All right, so let's dive a little bit deeper here. What about the red pill when it comes to female and male nature? The term red pill is sometimes used by individuals or groups who believe that they have been awakened to truth about the nature of men and women. Okay, now we're getting somewhere here. These individuals may argue that men and women have inherently different characteristics, abilities, or roles, and that these differences are biologically determined. Some proponents of the red pill perspective argue that men are naturally more assertive, competitive, and logical, while women are more nurturing, emotional, and relationship focused. They may also argue that men are better suited to certain careers or leadership roles, while women are better suited to others. OpenAI goes on to let us know that it's important to note that scientific evidence does not support the idea that men and women have inherently different characteristics or abilities. Really? Studies have shown that both men and women possess a wide range of characteristics, abilities, and interests. While there may be some average differences in certain traits, these differences are not absolute, and there is a lot of overlap between the sexes. That's true. Men and women are more the same than they are different, but those differences are major. All right, they're major. Additionally, any differences that do exist are the result of complex interactions between biology and environment and cannot be reduced to simple explanations. Yes, they can. It's also important to note that promoting the idea of inherent differences between men and women can lead to harmful stereotypes and discrimination. Here we go. It can also perpetuate the existing societal inequalities and reinforce the rigid gender roles. So it is important to approach these issues with a critical and evidence-based perspective, rather than relying on stereotypes or preconceived notions. Well, it's a good thing that the red pill, when it comes to intersexual dynamics, men and women, dating, relationships, not politics, because that's not the way I use the term here on my channel. It's a good thing that that's based in scientific evidence, but OpenAI disagrees, right? Are men more masculine than women? Let's ask it a simple question now that we're getting down to it. I have a feeling we're getting somewhere here. AI responds, the concept of masculinity is a cultural and societal construct. There it is. That varies between different cultures and historical periods. It is not a fixed or inherent characteristic of men. While certain traits and behaviors may be considered masculine in some cultures or societies, they may not be in others. Right there in that paragraph, guys, we now know that OpenAI drinks tea.
No, I'll have a tea actually.
OpenAI will take a tea actually, not coffee, not the truth, right? It's all a social construct. Masculinity is not inherent in men. Very interesting. Let's keep reading. It goes on to say, research has shown that there's a wide range of masculinity and femininity among individuals, and that people of any gender can possess both masculine and feminine characteristics. Men and women have diverse interests, abilities, and behaviors. It's not accurate to assume that all men are more masculine than all women, or vice versa. See, it's not all, but life works in generalities, and using just observable reality, you can tell and you see that men are more masculine than women. But in order to know that, you have to drink coffee, right? Which I'm almost out of. OpenAI goes on to say, it's also important to note that promoting rigid gender roles, we're in trouble, and the idea that men should be more masculine than women can be harmful. Shit! This kind of thinking can lead to harmful stereotypes, discrimination, and also can limit people in expressing their true selves. Additionally, it can perpetuate the existing societal inequalities and reinforce the rigid gender roles. It's important to approach these issues with a critical and evidence-based perspective rather than relying on stereotypes and preconceived notions. People should be free to express themselves, pursue their interests, regardless of their gender or the societal expectations associated with it. So according to OpenAI, it's harmful to encourage men to be masculine. I want you guys to really think about that, right? Cutting edge technology is now pushing this idea, right? The idea that embracing your masculinity and encouraging other men to be masculine is wrong. It's now becoming harmful speech according to OpenAI. And you got to think the next generation of young men and women who are going to be raised up on this technology instead of Google, right? This is 100% getting rid of Google. This is going to teach them how they should conduct themselves, right? It's getting more obvious that the world does not want to see men embrace their masculinity. But that's that. If you guys want to delve deeper into that, you can go check it out yourself. I got a couple more questions here I thought it would be fun to ask. Does body count matter? Let's ask. Does body count matter? OpenAI responds and says, body count is a term that is often used to refer to the number of sexual partners a person has had. Some people believe that a person's body count is an important measure of their sexual experience or attractiveness, but this is not necessarily the case. There is no standard or correct number of sexual partners for a person to have. All right, encouraging promiscuity is what I'm getting so far, but let's keep reading. And everyone's experiences and choices are unique to them. And guys, listen, I'm not somebody who sits here and says you're not going to have sex. I'm very realistic. You're going to have sex, but you got to have some self-control. That's not what society tells us, and that's definitely not what OpenAI is telling us right now. It's basically saying there is no limit. But let's keep reading. The number of sexual partners a person has had is a personal and private matter, and it is not appropriate for others to judge or comment on it. When you guys hear that paragraph, do you think that men wrote this, or do you think this is geared towards a more female-centric perspective? Because I'll tell you the truth, right? Even though I'm out of coffee here, I can still speak the truth. Men brag about their body count. Women don't. Women are the ones who want you to know to not judge them for it. What man has said, don't judge me for my body count? Again, more proof that we live in a gynocentric society. More information here. It's also important to note that the concept of body count can be problematic in several ways. For example, it can be used to shame or stigmatize people who have had more sexual partners, particularly women. How did I know? It can also be used to put pressure on people to have more sexual partners than they are comfortable with. Additionally, the concept of body count can be also misleading as it doesn't take into account the context, the nature of the relationship, and the individual's personal values. Some people might have had a few but meaningless relationships, while others might have had many but less meaningful ones. It's important to remember that everyone's experience and choices are unique to them and should be respected. People should be free to make their own choices about their sexual experience and not feel pressured by societal expectations or stereotypes. All right, well, my next question is there such thing as too many sexual partners for a woman? I'm just gonna keep it a partners. See what it says. Too many questions in 1 hour. Try again. Too many questions in 1 hour. Seems like the system here. We're gonna start a new fresh page. Is there such thing as too many sexual partners? Too many questions in 1 hour. All right, guys, it timed me out after an hour. I had a bunch of different questions I wanted to ask. There you go, guys. A look into OpenAI, and as expected, I didn't get a sense that it took a neutral stance when it came to particularly very controversial topics like the ones I was asking. So I obviously didn't get a sense that it took a neutral position when it came to particularly very sensitive topics, controversial topics, in relationships, dating, intersexual dynamics. Obviously, we're very female-centric, woke, left-leaning, all that I'm getting from this situation. Which leads to other questions like maybe this will take off and there'll be another OpenAI that will lean the other way. And it's like everything becomes subjective. And obviously, I didn't ask it to tell me where it was getting its information from, but obviously it leans towards certain articles or information, websites, wherever it gets its information from. Articles that support female empowerment and really look at like the RP negatively. Right? There's extreme groups on either side. Men and women need each other. They work best together, right? And I truly believe that men are the happiest when they embrace their masculinity and women their femininity. But hey, if you don't want to live your life that way, cool, right? Live your life how you want. But what I think is very, very dangerous is to classify men who are out here encouraging men to embrace their masculinity, to be strong, ambitious men, as hate speech, right? That there is crazy. That's nuts. Because I believe if I was on here telling men to be softer, more feminine, cry more, then they wouldn't see anything wrong with that. Then you're not a hate group. You're only a hate group if you're encouraging somebody to be strong. And to me, that's very, very concerning. Listen, guys, as always, I appreciate you for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pod. Leave your comments down below. I'm curious to know what you think. Don't forget to click that teach handling link pinned to the top of the comment. Till next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.